What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dre, and this is Training Tuesday. As we wait for Brother Jake to get back into the stream, I'm going to be going over some basics of what I'm going to be doing today for my training session. Brother Jake will get in here as well and talk to you about his training session. Before we get too deep off in it, just chop it up with y'all for a little bit while we get set up. Once again, these training sessions are live to show all the flaws and all the successes. Last week, I had some issues with outing, and let me get Brother Jake in here real quick. What's going on, Brother Jake? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome.
Awesome, thank you. Sorry, we have had a little technical difficulties. Had to restart a few times.
No worries. We in here now.
I got the girls. I got the girls ready. Got my camera woman getting set up. And how are you doing, Sensei?
Always great, never bad, Brother Jake. How you doing?
Pretty great, pretty great. Just got back from a run with the girls. They killed it.
Nice, nice. And so, Brother Jake, today I actually got my leash out. It's a training tool. I'm going to be using leash corrections today as opposed to the e-collar. I think I need to dial it back a little bit to move forward. So
Yes, I had to do the same, brother. I had to do the same.
So, Brother Jake, what are you going to be going over on our Training Tuesday today?
So, just to start, while everyone gets in the building for the first 10 minutes, I figured we'd I got Winnie and Nova. They're like in tune, in the zone. They just ready to work, and I figure I can show everybody once they get in the building. We can show them that real nice crate potty place routine, so that they can get everything they need to like start on their puppy or a new dog to come in. I figured we just just dial it in a little more this week.
Absolutely, absolutely understood. And so today I'm going to be working on basically going back to the basics with Saki and getting some training in with him. I don't want to take the phone off my tripod, so I'm going to just bring him out already on leash. But I don't want to take the phone off the tripod because I was having issues last week, but I kept taking it on and off of there. And before we get started, Brother Jake, I'm going to get some shout outs to the people that are in the building and show some love.
Awesome.
So first off, we got Brother Dickie Foster in the building. Salute to you, Brother Dickie. Brother M1 is in the building. Be showing the puppies a little bit later on in the show, M1. Carolina Blue in the building. Salute to you, big bro. Royal Heart, salute. Melee, New Suspect Kennel, salute. Hush. Wordless, salute. Brother Supreme Excellence, salute. All right, Brother Jake, if you want to take first round on this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up, and we can go and get started because I'm going to try to keep it right at an hour or less, just because I got some more things I got to knock out this afternoon, but I want to make sure we get some training in.
Andre, he'll be right back. He just went out to just finish up and get prepared.
Oh, yes, ma'am. How you doing, Mother Bonner?
Good. How are you, darling?
Always great, never bad. I cannot complain.
That's right, baby. We all got Jesus. That's why you chosen. That's why. I was telling Jake about that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Did you enjoy your concert?
I did. And actually, I'm glad you asked that question. So we had the concert Saturday night. I got to see Genuine and Drew Hill in concert. And then a Sunday morning, I had to get up at 5 and take my daughter up to Phoenix for a cheerleading competition. They placed third in their region, so they're going to state on May 11th.
Absolutely great. See that? I was telling Jake, I said, ooh, he's going to a nice concert. Amen.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your support, too.
Oh, absolutely. I think you guys are fantastic.
All ready to go.
I love it. I love listening to you.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to give you back to Jakey.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're the camera woman.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm the camera woman. One moment, darling.
Okay.
Here we are.
All right, Brother Jake, you got it. The floor is yours.
Nova's trying to get played, but she's stuck on the table, so I'm just gonna take that as my loss there. Go ahead, get there with the sister. We're demonstrating here. It's just a little bit of luring. They know they get the money if they go on place. I'm gonna say Winnie, stay, Nova. Good stay when you know.
That's dope. Good correction. Good correction.
But good. If you want, you can come out like in the middle. That'll probably still more full steps. Basically, what this is doing is when he's like super dominant, super possessive over like food and resources. Not like not in a bad way at all. It's just who she is. So I'm kind of just showing her that it's okay if Nova plays at the same time too. You know what I mean? They both can play the game together and win. When you go place, kind of like doggy kickball we're playing right here. Go ahead. Yeah. Get that. Yes. Nope. Down. Good job, ladies. Saw Nova get that first. Very nice.
Good. Good restraint. Good restraint.
Yes. See if we can calm the heel real quick from place. Okay?
Nice.
Yes. Good job, babes. Go back place.
Excellent.
Nice, ladies. Money, Nova. When you finish? Yes. Oh. Good job. Keep that reward rate high, and you'll get that engagement high. Good job, babe. Ooh. I'm dropping one here and there, but I'm giving them so many they really don't care. That's kind of like a good way to train them to not go for stuff that you drop in, and when you pick it up, they can have it. It's your hand. So I'll show you one thing real quick. Nova stay, Winnie. Good.
Good correction.
When you place. So if you want to bring value to the place board, you pay them on place. But if you want to bring value to you, like if you want heel and sport work, Winnie, place. Yes.
Notice his dogs know their names. They respond to their names.
Yes. Very nice. No, I was gonna get a big one because she stayed for that. Good girl, baby. Winnie, show up her little heels. Break it up for a second. Good stay, no. When you down? Good stay, no. So every time they do what you want, give them a good reward, especially if you're in training. If you're out of training, do it with pets and verbal praise because they love that shit too. Go ahead. Nope. They only like the food more right now because they're a little more hungry today. They're just coming off a fast day. Good girl. And another great tip is pay from your eyes. You don't see me doing that as much anymore because they're kind of conditioned to always look at my face. But yes, you pay directly from your eyes like that, you'll get the engagement a lot faster.
Absolutely.
Good job. Me down. Nova. Yes, good girl.
Brother Jay, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you, brother. Come on, show up, babies. Yes. Yes, good girl.
Notice
That was down in motion. Place. Finish. No. Yeah. Miss barks a lot. We rewarded her heavy for barking at first because I wanted her to come out of her shell. Now she'll bark at me all day. Good job, Winnie. Good job, Winnie. So I paid a little excitement there because I want to keep her drive high. But if you're just starting like place training, Nova down. It'd be good to pay nice, calm, slow, and in between the pause like that. You'll keep your position better. All right. Come here, Win. Good, Nova. I see you, babe. Good job, Nova. Place. All the way. All the way. Yes. Good girl. We're getting near to our jackpot. Yes. Let's finish on nice. Okay. Yep. Yes. It's kind of good that Wayne didn't come because we can do it separate here. Come here, Wayne. Yep. Yes. And for our high drive, super possessive pit bulls, just make sure the little one doesn't steal the big one's food or the little one's going to get it. Help her out. Keep her winning. Good job, baby. Thank you. Awesome. So keep that drive high, end high. If you're training crate at first, it would be good to finish in the crate. Like if you're doing all this around the crate, that's gonna make the crate seem like a fun ass thing. Come on, Bubs. I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring them in. Do you want to bring out Saki Sensei?
I will. I will.
Hey, buddy. Come on, lady.
We get set up and it'll be good to go. Brother Jake, when you get back, just I'll have you commentary and ask your questions while I do my training session.
I'll let him know, Andre. I promise.
Thank you so much. All
You're
right.
welcome.
Come. Good. Sit. Good. Okay. Nope. Sit. Good. Now to start a training session, what I like to do is I like to give a rating word. Great. Good. That creates the focus I want. Good. Down. Good. Now notice I'm keeping the leash today because Saki was a little unruly. So I want to make sure that Saki is paying attention to me. Nope. Saki, come. No. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good. Now today, all I'm working on is down. Today, all I'm working on are the 5 majors, which is sit, down, stay, recall, and proper leash walking. Come. Sit. Good. MC. No. MC. Good. To correct a dog that pulls when you don't want it to pull, you don't have to yank on the leash. You simply change direction. He's going this way, so I just leash correct. Come on. Nope. Good. Wait. Come on. Good. Once you get him under control, no. Once you get the dog under control, then you can grab it with a soft grip. When they pull, don't yank. Correct the side. Good. Wait. Good. Come. Good. No. Good. Good. No. Good. Use the dog's energy to redirect the dog. Good. Wait. Turn. Good. 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 No.
Hey, Sensei, are you on stage right now?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't see you on stage right now.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now, Jake, is showing a way to correct the pulling, all right? You don't always have to have a prong collar to correct pulling. I just side sit it by pulling the dog to the side. Come on.
Okay.
No. Good. Come on. Good. Sit. No. Sit. Good. Come on. Huh? Good. Good. Ooh. Turn. Good. Ooh. Good. Ooh. Sit. Good. A dog like this likes to pull, and I offer him the opportunity to pull, but it's a reward. If the dog pulls, you simply want to correct the behavior consistently. Teach them through your leash. It's called leash reactivity. Teach them through the leash what it is that you want. Now, I told Brother Jake I was going to run Saki on the mill, but I got carried away, and I didn't get to run him. Typically, for an exercise session like this, I either want to have them a little, no, good, sit, good. Typically, no, sit, good. With my body, I'm forcing him, it's called opposition reflex. I'm forcing my body into him to make the correction on what I want him to do. Come on. No. Good. Come on. If you want the dog to walk politely all the time, you have to make constant corrections. Now, because I'm getting ready for a show, I put him on the harness and let him run a lot when we're walking because I like the muscular endurance of the build. Also, he keeps pulling over there because his food bowl is set up over there already ready to go. I should have set up my training session better by having less distractions in my training environment. No. Wait. Good. Come on. That's a good move. That's a good move. Good. No. Woo. Good. Like Brother Jake was saying, reward with your eyes. Sit. Good. Woo. What you want to do is you want to raise the rate of reinforcement. So the closer I get to those food bowls, the more distracting it is for you. Walk. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Notice when we're going to the left, it's a little easier to control the dog. That's why in my competition, I make us do right about and left about. Sit. Down. Stay. Good boy. That's a good boy. Catch it. Come. Good boy. Come. Down. Good boy. Wait. Sit. No. Sit. Good. Catch. Good boy. Sit. No. Sit. Good. Just make the correction. You want to get frustrated sometimes? Catch. Good. You want to make it sit. The correction as often as needed. Dogs cannot understand. No. Sit. Good. Sit. Good. They can't tell when you're frustrated. They can only tell the change in the octave of your voice. Yes. No. Sit. Good. Stay. Come. Sit. Good. Good. Down. Speak. No. Come. I'm communicating with him through the leash. Come. Small talk. Come. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Come. Down. Yes. Now, repeating the process over and over again is the most effective way through law of exercise to get the dog to understand what it is you want them to do. If you are inconsistent, the dogs are going to be inconsistent. Seeing as how we haven't done a lot of obedience lately, he's basically a little confused because I haven't done my job with him because I've been busy with conditioning. However, as long as you continue to practice the same way, the dog will pick it up and it will maintain the behaviors that you want them to maintain. Maintenance is just as essential as the initial training, though. That's why when people pay a trainer to train their dog and don't continue to go back to that trainer to have the dog maintenance and maintain the behaviors, you lose behaviors that you pay good money for. Brother Jake, over to you.
Hey, Sensei. I don't think your video was up while you were training. I only see myself on stage.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So let me fix that. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Brother Jake. All right. So all right. Can you see me now?
Yep, you got it, Sensei.
Stop. Come. Sit. Good. What I was getting at was we're working on pulling right now. And my apologies for not being on screen. It's hard to manage it and do this, but we'll get it together. Nope. Come on. So I was talking about is side submitting. I actually learned this from the Petco trainers for the non-abusive corrective training is what they call it, or purely positive. Sits. Good. A few tugs on the leash, simply communicate to the dog the same way that an e-collar would with the buzz. Down. Good. A simple tap. Notice I'm only using 2 fingers for my corrections. Come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Come on. Now, once he starts to pull, I'm going to show you what a side submit correction looks like. Come on. You just simply pull to the side to correct the dog. It doesn't take a lot of effort or a lot of fight at all. Sit. Good.
Would you say it's most effective at the 90-degree angle there, or perpendicular to your body? I mean,
Yes. Sit. Good. Simple leash taps like that. You don't. I prefer the prong. Much more effective. 1,000 avenues. However, if all you have is a collar and a leash, you can still train. Come on.
yes. For high drive dogs, I'm trying to not use the flat collar for correction, like you were saying. There's a time for go and there's a time for show, and freaking that's exactly what you were saying. Is the prong collar? I feel like that's where I'll get that real tight, nice in practice work, and then the flat is that's like your show.
Good. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Yes. No. See, he wants to pull over to his food bowl to correct. I simply just pull to the side of the 90-degree angle, make the correction. Not hard pull at all. Yes. It's like, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Like ready? No. And you just pull 2 fingers, correct the dog. Now, mind you, if your dog has never had a correction with a prong collar, it's going to make that correction a little bit more stern. And when I pull back, it creates on this reflex. Let's pull to the side, like Brother Jake was saying. Come on, Saki. Ooh. Yes. Now, good. Now, the best time to practice this behavior that I'm actually doing right now is on my walks. So when I go on my walk, I keep enough treats on me to correct or make or request a behavior about every 8 miles or quarter of a mile. So on a 2-mile trip, you can get a lot of corrections. Sit. You can get a lot of corrections in, and you can get a lot of work in on your walk. Coordinate these things together so that you don't eat up your entire day trying to get your dogs trained and properly maintained through their exercise. Come. So giving him a jump like that onto me is a rewarding activity for him. Look, come here. Up. Yes, good boy. Control these behaviors though, because you'll teach them to do this to other people, and that can be a negative behavior. But for him, this is one of the most rewarding things I can do for him because it brings us closer. It also raises his protective drive because him being on a higher level like that makes him feel possessive over me, which helps me out with my protection work training. Sit. No. No. Good.
No, you said his food is off to the side, right, Sensei?
It's right there.
So we need to talk about competing motivators and how not only is the food off to the side, but you have one or two other Williams Old Yeller dogs like right in the other room, correct?
Kamikaze's right there on the tie.
Exactly. So when people are asking like, do we train around distractions, or even being at home is almost more of a distraction, especially for my dogs, than being in public.
It is. I'm going to put him up now, Brother Jake, and I'm going to put you back on camera for any other training activities you want to do. And then I have a lot of questions for you to clarify what you did earlier, because I want to explain the basics behind, or the fundamentals and building blocks of exactly what it is you performed earlier with Winnie and Nova.
Exactly. Got you, Sensei.
All right, Brother Jake, are you there?
Ready, Sensei. Got Ziva here, ready to do whatever we needed to.
So let me get you pulled up.
Here, Mama.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So she's in food mode. I'm going to work with toys with the boys, get our bite work in, and then we'll go over our questions for the last half hour. I'll try to do our what we were working on earlier, our crate plates and potty. So she hasn't had food today. Right now is her first feeding training session, and she really hasn't had water that much. She ain't been working out, so we're gonna skip the potty part. Leave a crate. Yes, good girl. Yeah. So when you're even just like you're say it's a puppy or whatever, or a brand new dog, say they even have like bad association with the crate. Don't even expect them to go in at first. Just literally play with them around it. Even before I worked on the crate with her, I did the place board here. So I literally just put the place board as close as I could to the crate. And that built a positive association before she ever went in for me. Now, she probably had a little bit of crate time back at home, but they weren't really, to my knowledge, they weren't really her only super strict with it.
Yeah.
For Malinois / Dutch Shepherd like her, I think it's like almost required to create them, because she's an oddity in that she's like very well behaved, very nice, stable temperament. She can keep all that high drive in her, and then she can whip it out. Right, Ziva. Right, Ziva. Yes. Hey. It's good girl. Closer. Basically, what I'll do is I'll associate the crate with the place. Come here, Ziva. And then, she kills it on the heel. Stay. And so most dogs, they might not be so confident or apt to go on the place board in the crate, but some dogs may. So when I'm building association to the place board, I can associate that with the crate. So say they had a bad association with the crate, but they have a great association with the place board. I won't say crate, I'll say place.
Yes.
And then you can just do the opposite of what I just did. Take the place board out, and then lure her into the crate with. And it doesn't always have to be kibble. I like to feed raw and other high value foods. It's just easiest and fastest right now to show you guys with kibble. And kibble is really great for training. Good girl. She knows she's gonna get paid more if she stays because I dropped a piece there. She's very good. Okay. For pet dogs, you might want to keep it a little more boring. For my high drive working dogs, I always like to keep it. Go ahead. Tell the party people. Like to keep it hot with them. Yeah.
Notice Jake's rate of reward.
Yes. Oh, money, baby. Okay. Yes. So let's practice potty. Even though she don't got it, we'll just show what it looks like. Okay. Say you're just like letting her out for the first time of the day. Give her a little pet. We go, okay, let's go out. And I go, okay, go out, go potty. Go ahead.
What Brother Jake is showing is you put a dog's potty elimination on cue. The dog will learn to go pee or poop just like it does for a sit or a stay. If she's sniffing around, she may actually.
She didn't go all the way, but just for trying, I'm gonna reward her. Good job, baby. Freaking she didn't have problems with it, but I was going through a stressful time, and our go out routine wasn't as great as it could be. So I had to step everything back with like she loves to do her heel and her high drive working stuff. I had to step everything back in the beginning because she gets so excited she like pee right at the door.
Yes.
It wasn't like a going in the house thing. It was just like she's so amped up, so ready to go outside. So that's why let me reset it and show it with like a pet mode. Then I got the leashes right here. We'll do like this. Keep control over your doggies. Say okay. Yeah, I see. Wait. Brick. Yeah. And then you do the same thing. You just, if they don't go potty right away, make coming out of the crate mean potty. And then you don't really want to give them too much attention.
Exactly.
You want to let them go out, and as soon as they hit that potty, as soon as you see them peeing, doing whatever, make it a blast. Give them all the rewards you want.
This will really save time when you have to go to work and you're in a rush.
If you nail that in the first 48 hours, my mentor says you won't have to deal with it for the rest of your time training. You know, barring some like extreme circumstances, sicknesses, stuff like that. You know, their dog's not gonna be perfect. You can't expect that ever. But if you can stay on it, they're gonna stay on it. That's just how it is. Okay, go ahead, Sensei.
If your schedule changes, that can be one of those things that throws off a dog's behaviors as well. Consistency matters.
That's what I wanted to say on the last one. Thank you for reminding me. Is you want to plan your sessions beforehand, just like you're saying. Say you know like you're gonna have something that messes with their schedule. Try to do them a little earlier. Just make it work for them as much as possible. If you set them up for success, they're gonna show you success. Like it's got to be like a really, really horribly bred or freaking horribly raised dog, I feel, to like not be able to make it all the way through basic and even advanced off leash training. With the tools we have nowadays and the different methodologies of training, the internet, you know what I mean? You can find what works for every different dog. Yeah. Nice. Appreciate. Yes, good girl. Look. Yes, good girl. Okay. Okay. Wait. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah. But that place.
I love this. The dog is so engaged, she's offering behaviors to see if she can get Brother Jake to give her a reward.
Yeah, so that's awesome, Sensei. And if you see, I said place, but dogs don't look at the words. You see my body language? Even though I'm pointing towards place, I'm actually showing her focus heel. So I have to reward that. Because I think I'm saying one thing, but my body language says another. Place.
Good. Good.
Be more clear there.
Changing that octave matters.
Yes. If you say it like you mean it, 9 times out of 10, your dog's gonna do it if they know what you're asking of them.
I also like that you're using some French with your commands, because some commands like sit and stay with the S sound. The dog hears the initial sound and responds in
Girl. Great. Nice and easy with Ms. Ziva. Keep it on the pet side. So we're about to get it jumping. So just like this. See how she knows exactly what I want. I didn't have to say anything. I barely even guided her in there.
It's hard to see.
The best way to do this is literally, I'll show you. Pull up the chair. And if I didn't tell her already, if she didn't know the game already, I just wait here, wait for her to go into the crate or even get near the crate. Say if they didn't know the game already, you pay them. And as they get closer, you pay them more and more and more and more. You want to give my high five? Yes, good girl. Down. Yes. And so far tonight, I've yet to use a single e-collar correction. That is the power of the tools. Just having them means you don't have to use them most of the time. Seriously, like once you train it right, it's just a seatbelt for your dog, as many of my trainer friends like to say. Yes. Since crate and place is the name of the game, we'll just pay her for that. Good job, baby. Try masking energy with what you're trying to do. If you want more control, go a little slower, like you were saying. Use your octave, change your voice, be like, take away the attention and restrict it for exactly what you want to see. If you want to go higher, put a little more energy into your movements, They like that prey mentality. They like to see stuff moving. They like to see you happy. They like that high pitch energy voice.
They feed off of your energy.
Yes. My mentor likes to say that energy goes down the leash.
It does. And a lot of people don't realize it, but they trigger their dogs to growl at or bark at other dogs and other people by the energy they put into the leash.
Yep. And like, even off leash, like just being with you in the pack, the bond, everything, they like, your dog is so much like you don't even realize it sometimes.
Agreed.
You got any other dogs? You want to jump into a few of those questions you had about the stuff earlier, and I'll let Ziva chill for a minute before I whip out the boys for some bites?
Yeah. So what I was going to do was I was going to go back to your initial training session, break down some questions, and kind of turn it into milk, so people who are not who have not been inducted into the dog trainers culture can understand those terms, and also the building blocks for what you accomplished earlier. And then so Kamikaze's eating already today. I'm trying to put her weight back on her from having those puppies, and then I was going to show the puppies toward the end of the live for the brothers who brother JT and brother M1. They
awesome.
And so I was going to show those puppies off, and then keep it around right right at the hour mark.
Got you, Sensei.
get on the road and do some lifting tonight.
Come on, Zeeks. Let me swap you out then, babe.
All right,
Good job.
while brother is swapping out the dogs, these are some of the things I want to share with you, and then also when he gets back, we'll chop it up about it. But so initially, brother Jake brought out Nova and Winnie. He had them both go to their respective placemat. Well, he had them on the same placemat, which requires a lot of concentration because a dog being that close to another dog in proximity naturally wants to play or something different. They want to engage the other dog. So having them that close together is a great show of their ability to maintain their composure, even when in a very testy situation. Also, introduction of feed in that moment demonstrates the dog's ability to restrain itself from being food aggressive or being or object guarding or food guarding. All right. Then brother Jake split them onto two different corundas or two different placemats and began giving individual corrections. Now, in order for those individual corrections to work, the dogs have to have their own individual restraint because they have to react on their own and not off of monkey see, monkey do. That's a high level of dog training. And you got to give kudos where kudos is due. All right. Now, when Brother Jake gets back, we're going to ask him some questions about how he built those behaviors and how he structured it so that each dog understands not only their name, but not to respond to the command given to the opposite dog. That is the portion that is extremely impressive that a lot of people don't get. You can have two dogs that both know sit and say sit, and they'll both sit simultaneously. But to break it up where one dog will sit and the other dog does not respond is extremely difficult. All right. So understanding that is extremely important in developing your training plan and your training regimen. That's not something that everybody can just step off the porch and do, but everybody is capable of doing. Salute to you, Live Your Life Dogs. Salute to you, Brother Wing Moon. Salute to you, Brother Outlaw Texas Kennels. Another thing I want to incorporate into Training Tuesday is training new activities, such as introducing your dog to the mill or introducing your dog to new equipment. The choke collar, the bark collar, the e-collar, the wall climb, and even the weight pull harness. These things, some dogs naturally take to them, but how do you get those dogs that don't to take to those activities? Brother Jake, back over to you.
I'm here, brother. Just trying to take out my big boy. What was the first question you wanted me to answer?
The first question is teaching your dog their name so that they understand who the command is being given to.
So that's a great one. Recall means your name to me. So recall means look, then come here. Look, then come here. So if I say your name, that's kind of how I like bridge it. So it'll just start with like, like we did our crate pie place. Once we get that done, like as soon as we're just chilling in the yard, that'll be what's on the menu is call your name, you come here. Call your name, you come here. If you have a brand new dog or puppy, have that leash on. When they hear their name, give them a little tap, tap, tug, tug. Just like you were saying, Sensei, doesn't have to be a prong, doesn't have to be an E. But if you learn the ways of the prong and the e-collar, they can help you advance to higher levels.
Absolutely. And Brother Live Your Life Dog said, my uncle used to say words a little different. Like a little different, just maybe a little more high pitch for one dog, and his dog listens like robots. All of them didn't even have to say their names. So what I want to get at is also the octave you say their name in. A lot of times we're frustrated that the dog makes a mistake and we go, Saki, get over here. That tone typically is going to push the dog away from you because the dog realizes it's an aversive or a negative connotation to their name. So you want to be very, very controlled in how you deliver your corrections to your animals.
That's a great thing to touch on is and we're all guilty of it, right? Just because we think the dog's kids are too close, right? So freaking just like you're saying, like I would not, as much as possible, not freaking say their name in any sort of negative light, because just like you're saying, it's basically you're building against your recall, you're building against their the positivity for the name being called.
And yes, you can be successful with a aversive recall. However, it's not reinforcing the behavior. The dog is simply coming to you because he feels like his best option. Now, a dog with multiple options to run away or to come to you, that dog is probably going to pick to run away.
Yeah.
So you want to be very, very clear about that. And you want to set them up to be successful when you give a command.
So that's a great thing. Let's go back to how I taught recall with Winnie. You might think it's not the greatest. I don't think it's the greatest, but I do think it's a way that worked. I use pure negative reinforcement and positive punishment because we really only had so much food to work with, and I can't bring that out to the dog park. And it's silly. I would always recommend against going to the dog park, but it's all I had at the time. So if you have to use a dog park to train, make sure there's no one else there. And even then, it's a risk. You gotta understand when there's all this disease they don't pick up after and all sorts of stuff. Good
Yeah.
job, Bob. Look, okay.
Another warning I would say about dog parks is be cautious of people who leave toys in the dog park. Those toys I wash my toys at least once a week in the washing machine with sensitive skin detergent.
That's an awesome tip. I'm gonna remember that one, Sensei. Thank you. Good boy. So we're working on the potty routine right now. He knows the drill. If he doesn't go out, he's gonna get buzzed for it because he likes to mark up here. Let's go, love. He got the first correction of the night right there. Only a level 2. Go ahead, Bob. Go out, go potty. This is an example of a very, very confident dog. I wouldn't say necessarily dangerous, not at all dog, but a dog that you don't want to mess around with. Good job, love. Yes, good boy. That's exactly how you want to do it. And you come up, you pat him. Good job, good boy, man. Ready to work now. I'll put him on the backside real quick because he already knows what's good. It's either going to be food or bite. What's that? What's that? So I don't know if you saw him jump right there. The only problem I have with Mr. Love here is his exposure is a little bit shit. We got to work on that. Good boy.
We're working on it. And we're sharing this with you so you can learn from our corrections and you can learn from our behaviors how to develop a better relationship with your animal. Developing better animals through developing better people.
Job, babe. We get to play tonight. Show off your skills in front of the peoples. Oh.
Now let's talk about that. I'm on the harness, Brother Jake. What would you say the harness does in relation to the flat collar?
So the harness promotes mad drive. The harness promotes pulling. The harness promotes drive. I would only use a harness for specific activities like building drive, building a weight pull dog, building a protection dog, and only for those activities. Because if you think this is going to train a dog like this, you're joking, dude. You're joking.
Now notice the dog's body language. With the back tie, he's already aware that he's about to work. Look at his.
Yeah, he knows. Oh, watch out for the range there.
Yeah, oh, I know, and it's beautiful. Wait till you see.
Mr. Love, are we ready to work, man? Oh, he is. Let me get our new toy.
Notice how Brother Jake initiated the training session by getting the dog excited and engaged. That's very important to let the dog know when the training session is.
Back on it just in case it comes off. I don't trust nothing.
No, I know. Can everybody see?
Let's go over there. That'll probably be. Try you right behind there and try me like, whoa. Boy. See, this is what I'm talking about. High drive boy right here. Wait.
All right. So, Brother Jake, before you get too far going into it, let's talk about the tool you're using. It looks like a wedge on a leash.
Andre asked you a question, honey.
Go ahead.
He asked you about the wedge. It looks like a wedge. You want to know what kind of toy you're using?
Yep, it's just off. Good. So you can, like that, Sensei. My partner tells me if you have the dogs drive high enough, you can end the game whenever you want as long as it's neutral. And this is how I'm gonna teach you to do the out. Is you always have a trade and you always have a corrector on them. So when you need that out, you get that out. This is just a little $27 wedge I got from Amazon.
Nice.
Nothing crazy, but he loves it. Oh, boy, wait, wait.
You really can't see anything, honey.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Yep.
Oh.
Mommy's gonna jump behind the pole, okay?
Yeah, let me come up a little bit.
Yep. Excuse us.
Can I see it better?
You gotta bring him up here, I think.
Oh, wait. So you go back a little bit.
Yep.
Wait. Oh.
Much better. Much better.
Yep. Not. Yeah. There you go.
Good boy. Oh. Wait. Everything clear?
Yes.
All right. So since he's giving me what I want, I'm gonna give him what he wants. Oh, good boy.
Now notice building drive.
Yeah. Oh, he's a good boy.
Good.
Get him in.
Good
Get him
count.
in. Yes. Yes, love. Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Waiting for a nice thrash. I want a reward. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy.
When you let him win like that, it builds confidence.
So before he destroys it, we're gonna say, "Love us." Stay place. Since Killer is doing so good, we'll give him one more. Woo! Oh, oh. Good boy.
Good. Good. Way to retrieve it. Way to keep him engaged.
There we go. Come on, give me a big one. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get him in. Get him in. Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, love.
Reward timing. Great reward timing.
Thank you, buddy. Good job, love.
Now notice Brother Jake rewards when the dog thrashes. This encourages the dog to thrash more, which is going to inflict more damage or more pain compliance on an assailant if the dog is dispatched on an assailant.
Oh, good boy. You released on your own. Very nice. I like that even better. Play. Stay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, good boy.
Sorry, it's so dark, guys.
Yeah,
So-
so as we can see, he really likes that wedge.
Well, we can
Good
start.
job, babe. I'll show you. It's completely fine. Come here, boy. No scary monster. Just for the bad guys. Good job, man. Good job. I'm proud of you.
We gotta get some more.
Yep. So we're gonna give him 15 minutes to chill. Then we'll give him water. Then we'll feed him after that. Did you have any more questions to go over, Sensei? You want to show us them puppies?
Yeah, I was going to show the puppies and get out of here. I got to get the puppies and Saki fed. But I do
Heck
want to
yeah.
crazy, these crazy little guys right here. Shouts out to him.
Good job.
See if I can get his camera turned around. Really mouthy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. Beautiful.
And his I think you might be right. This dog right here would be
That's
great
what you gotta get ready for, bro.
fight work.
Onto them.
I can't see the bottle. Gonna do a live on how to say goodbye.
Good for you. I don't want to give her in for a while. I think.
Yeah, that puppy is amped up and ready to go.
Saki stays with him, babe.
Say again?
Does Saki stay with his boys there?
I can't. Say again. This puppy's really loud.
It's okay, Sensei. Does Saki stay with it? Just stay right next to his boys there all the time?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I know a lot of males that can't be around their kids and stuff.
As long as there's no food around, he's good. Now, Kamikaze is the one I'm worried about because she's differentiated herself as the mother, and she's more of just the just another dog on the yard. But she's definitely got more of the terrier drive where Saki has.
Bulldog drive?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what we need. Look at him go, dude. Deconstructing that crate.
Good puppies. Good puppies. Good puppies. I just encourage their behavior. Brother Jake, next week I'm actually going to do some equipment introduction and show people how I use the bond to get the puppy to run on the email for the first time.
I think that's a great one. We'll just focus on that. I'll do like a positive equipment association with like different collars, leashes, everything.
Yeah, but he just wants to put his mouth on something all the time.
I was gonna say, this is a great point to say. Just like you said, you don't like food around them in the crate, whatever. I don't. If I'm not crate training, they don't get food. They do not get water. They do not get toys in their crate. A lot of people will train with like a Kong in there, and I think that's a good way to do it. I think it's nice, easy. It's enough.
I also want to say with high drive dogs, you got to be super proactive with them. But yeah, I wanted to show that. And then that cedar shavings in there keeps it smelling all good. And after they've been washed up and everything, they're happy, and then they'll get a good meal. And I'll let them run the yard to get some sunlight. That sunlight is good for their bones. Helps avoid rickets as well as shallow, weak hocks and pasterns.
Yes. I'd love to see them run in the yard next time if it's not too stressful.
No. So so they just received their second set of shots. Typically, I like to give it like 4 or 5 days after their second set of shots to make sure they're fully before I introduce them to the yard. There are squirrels and birds that fly through here, so I want to avoid Giardia or Coccidia with the puppies. Now, after their second shot, they're considered vaccinated or protected from parvo. But I like to, before I let them run the yard fully, I like to actually have even that third round. But they get to run it for an hour or two in the daytime and then also at night. So they're conditioned to day and nighttime conditions. So when they go to their new home, they can be indoor-outdoor animals.
That's a lot of game you just dropped on me, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. But I believe that puppy that you were saying is going to be I could really use him, but I just think I think he wants to bite a little bit too much, man.
And that's brother JT's, right?
Yeah.
Is that what brother JT is looking for? Is he looking for maybe a sort of like bite work prospect, or he gonna hit the spring pole hard with him, something like that?
Yeah, spring pole, flirt pole. That both of them will do spring pole, flirt pole. I had like the hide just does something to a dog, man. It really brings out that prey drive, and it really just gets him into that mode.
I love it, bro.
I think also like for like Voodoo Kennel, I would love to put some puppies in hands of some real hog doggers. High drive puppies like that are what I would send to a hog dogger though. The other puppy, great for training, more balanced, easier to train because they're easier to focus on you, more food driven than just like prey driven. And it depends on what you want. For protection,
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother.
if we could get Voodoo and Diamond Grit, those big hog doggers out there, come on here, show us just a little bit sneak peek behind the scenes. I'm really interested because I want to start the girls so bad. Like these are some real good dogs. I'm telling you, like people just freaking threw to the wolves.
Dog Love I think would be a great catch and hold dog. That dog with his mouth and his tenacity, I really think he would give a lot of pain compliance to a hog and cause that hog to stop in its tracks, so you can get in there and jug it or castrate it or whatever it is you need to do to tend your herd on your property.
I feel the same, brother. I feel the same.
Well, brother Jake, we're at the hour mark. Did you want to have any parting remarks or anything that you wanted to cover before we get up out of here?
Just wanted to say thank you to everyone for coming out and supporting. I love doing this with you. I can't wait till next time. We're just knocking it down, Sensei. We're gonna get this thing jumping.
Absolutely. Hey, brother Jake, hold tight after I play the outro. I just want to chop it up with you in the back chat a little bit. Salute to all y'all. Peace and blessings. We're live tomorrow for our Wednesday night live. We're going to be talking about building the community again, and also giving some feedback on just different things that we've seen on the American Pit Bull Terrier side of things. That being said, let's play the sponsors with the outro.
Please forgive. Too many mind.
Too many mind?
Mind the people. Mind the people.
Let go, Andre.
Mind the enemy.